This here's my step one of shirt trimming. Basically, I'm taking an extra large shirt and making it to where I can wear it for like just a work shirt or around the house, a casual shirt. It's almost like a vest. The simplest way, I just started cutting it this way, but the shirts this year I started wearing this way. But I found out if I cut above the button, and then I can still button it if it fits, or at least the top button, and then I cut up this way. So basically I'm cutting through this to this, and I'm staying right outside the seam because sometimes the seam bothers my neck if I leave it. Now, if you're smart, you should probably cut above the seam so it lasts a little bit longer before fraying. But I cut just below it. So it's probably better to cut above it, but I'm trying to get rid of that because it's in the summertime it bothers my neck more, and especially when it gets hot. So it's so I can wear these outer shirts over my other shirt, and then it's usually just for work, or I could wear it outside or casual, whatever, but it does look more like a vest. And the same over here. I'm cutting it just above the buttonhole, halfway in between. I cut up and I cut over that and then come around the back. And then what I do in back here is I'll actually cut on this side. It'll actually be reversed this way. If you can see it, let me show you on the other one. Now here's the other shirt. Basically it gives a curved edge, and when I cut it, I'll try and show you the differences. This is where the collar was, way up here. But I'm trying to keep it off my neck, so here's the collar where the collar was. So I actually cut an extra half circle. So I'm about this far off where the collar was, and it actually sits lower on your neck. A lot nicer, it really is. So here's the shirt, and I'm going to cut here, and usually I just cut right there, but since I know I'm going to cut a half circle, I'm just going to go right into it and cut the half circle. I don't have a tripod or anything set up, so I'll just show you the after the math. Maybe I'll show you, as long as my video doesn't mess up when I pause it, I'll just show you the beginning of the cut and then show it after the math, after the fact. Okay, I cut it rather quickly just so in case sometimes the camera messes up when you pause it. Usually I cut a little bit deeper dish this way. I decided to, not only just because they're showing you, but I skipped this part. And instead of cutting it here and making a second cut, I know that I need at least that much. So what I'll do now is try it on and make sure that's the desired effect that I wanted. But it's pretty close to that. Sometimes I might have to trim a little bit more. And it's nice because it's off your neck that way. And that way if you want to wear an outer shirt and you got the pockets, you can put stuff in your pockets. And it does wear like a vest. And I don't know. It's nice to wear if you like to wear shirts that way. I also trim the sleeves. That'll be next. So that'll be next. And then what I did last time was I cut them into square pieces, but this time I'm going to leave them whole. And then I give them to my daughter so she could use them for little sleeping bags or blankets for her dolls. The other ones I cut square. These ones I'm going to leave like this so it's like a bigger wrap. So for her little LOLs and stuff. So it's just something that I learned to do for the shirts, and I figured, well, I was saving the other material pieces. I don't want to throw them away, so somebody can always make something out of them. It's pretty nice cotton usually, so I hate to do it to the shirt, but I had all these other shirts, and you know, I donated a bunch of them, but heck, I paid some pretty good money. A lot of these were from the W store, but you know, you get them for $7 to $10, and it's like, I'm not ready to give them up. So I'm going to make them to where I can use them. I hate to trim them, but you know, the odds of losing 100 pounds so I fit in them again is that relevant. And if I do, I'll still fit in them because I can wear a baggy shirt. And I can still wear them for work shirts. And I can wear them for around the house. And if I do drop a bunch of weight, I can spend the money and buy a couple nice shirts. Which I still have a bunch on hand because I bought some more next size or two up. So this is instead of being a 2X or a bigger shirt or triple X, this is an X. And it'll actually fit me now just from cutting those back. So there's the two shirt colors that I had cut off, and the other one was the sleeves. Of course, this was the sleeves from the red shirt. Haven't cut the orange ones yet, but I'll do that real quick, as long as the video stays paused for me. Okay, there's sleeve one. This is it intact. And then when I cut it open, it'll look like the red ones I just showed a minute ago. Okay, there's the orange sleeve. I'm not going to take the time to show you the other one. I mean, you guys know what a shirt looks like with no sleeves on it. You're just seeing the red one. So, if you're bummed out, I can show you another shirt someday. Put it in the comments. But other than that, there you go. And like I said, you can repurpose this. You can cut it into little squares. Give it to somebody that makes quilts. Her grandmother, my daughter's grandmother, could sew that, or my mom even. Maybe her mom, if she wanted to, sew it in a little sleeping bag, or she can just use it for a big wrap blanket for her dolls, so they can go camping this year. There you go. There's my shirt hack design, literally hacked into pieces, cutting it down, trimming it up, trim the collar. I could have left the sleeves on, but I'm not going to. I mean, it's, you know, almost years ago, they used to sell Cub Scout shirts like that. I always thought it was weird. They had no collar, but then they were still sewed up at the edge with a heavy edge, you know, heavier than this. So, I mean, so I'm cutting back beyond that, so it's not resting. It's more resting on my shoulders and not my neck, which is nice for the summer. I don't notice it in the wintertime, but man, I do notice it in the summertime when it's warm out. So there you go. Plus, I think sometimes if you're drinking a lot of coffee, caffeines, or eating proteins, meats, sometimes I think it has some of the effect on it too, because I notice it more. Some people don't believe that, we get the meat sweats, but dang, there's got to be some neck constriction in there somewhere, because sometimes when it's hot out and you eat that stuff, it's like, oh, just makes the back of my neck scream. So it definitely helps not having the extra stuff on there if I am wearing an outer shirt. So there you go. Hope you like this video. Give us a thumbs up, a like, a share, a subscribe, pass it on. Catch some of the kids' videos if you like. Some of the playtime videos. And here we go. Thank you much. Have a great day. Be well. Here's my fancy scissors. I don't even know. They're titanium. Acme titanium. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. They're pretty good scissors. Just don't use them for anything but material. Maybe small pieces of paper.